So while the Proteas might have been lucky to have gotten away with a draw in the third test, it won't bother them too much because it means they've won the series and they've gone up to number 2 in the world. And in what was a crushing second test victory in between 2 rain-enforced draws, we take a look at the ratings throughout the series. So I'm going to start with Dean Elgar, and I'm giving him a 7. So I'm giving him that rating based on his first test performance, which saw him get a century and a half century, and he actually broke the record for a foreigner in New Zealand facing the most balls. And he played superbly in that first test, and he's going to be the glue at the top of the order going forward. He's going to be the senior opener, and he might be a little circumspect outside off, and he had a few low scores in the second and third test, but that first test was an excellent match for him. So I'm going to give a combined rating of 2 for Stephen Cook and Tunis de Bruin. Stephen Cook posted a series of low scores in the first and second test, which meant that Tunis de Bruin came in for the third test. He's a middle order batsman, so it was tough for him coming at the top of the order in that third test, and he was unlucky to get run out in that second innings. But unfortunately for the Proteas, they don't really have an opening batsman stepping up at domestic level, so they're going to have to look at that going forward in the England series. For Hashim Amla, I'm giving him a rating of 4. So Amla's been struggling for form a bit in the longest format, but in that second test, chasing down that relatively simple total, he looked back to his free-flowing self with that 38, and then in the third test he got a half century. He's still the Proteas' most experienced batsman, and he's still a very important member of that side coming in at number 3. For JP Duminy, I'm giving him a rating of 2. It's been another poor series for Duminy. He's been struggling in that number 4 spot, and it's actually his bowling where he took 4 wickets in that second match that gives him a rating bigger than 1. But the selectors are going to have a long hard look at the role they want Duminy to play in. That is essentially AB de Villiers' position, and Duminy averages 34 as opposed to a 50+ average that de Villiers has. For Temba Bavuma, I'm giving him a rating of 6. He's always under pressure, and with that average of 32, he's always going to continue to be under pressure from the public. But some of the roles he plays and some of the knocks he plays have been extremely important for the Proteas, especially in that second test in that stand with Quinton De Kock, which brought them back into it at 94 for 6, and then they ended up winning it, which ultimately won them the series. For Quinton De Kock, I'm giving him an 8. He didn't score as many runs as Dean Elgar, but the runs coming at number 7 once again proved valuable, especially in that second test. And his keeping has gone up another level. He's taken some excellent catches. A couple of good low catches in that third test means he's a complete package coming in at number 7. For Vernon Philander, I'm giving him a rating of 4. Philander only took 2 wickets from 87 overs in this series, which is not good enough from his high standards. And he's not proved a particularly good option in the middle overs with the ball old and the pace that he's bowling at. But he did keep the pressure up at key stages and kept the economy rate down. For Keshav Maharaj, I'm giving him a rating of 9. This was by far Maharaj's best performance in a Proteas shirt, and he's got a good future ahead of him as South Africa's frontline spinner. He took 15 wickets at an average just under 20, which was brilliant. He bowled tight lines and took a lot of wickets as well. And of course he took 2 consecutive 5-wicket hauls, and that 6 for 40 in the second test proved crucial. I'm giving Morkul a rating of 7. It was a successful return from injury for Morkul, who took 11 wickets at just under an average of 27, and he was particularly effective in the second innings of the second test, taking 3 for 50, removing the top 3 batsmen. And he also contributed with the bat, scoring 40 in that test as well. He's going to be a very useful pace option for the England series in August. I'm giving Cajita Robada a rating of 5. It wasn't the best series for Robada by his standards. He took 8 wickets at an average of 38, and his impatience got the better of him when he was trying to take wickets. He bowled a bit too short, but we all know he's more than capable of coming back. I'm giving Faf du Plessis a rating of 7. It was another solid outing for du Plessis, who did everything that was asked of him and scored runs when his side needed it most. The skipper can reflect back on a really good season, which saw him unbeaten in all the test series he captained and all the ODIs.